at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good. Wait. Where am I? Hey, don't you have a theme song? It's the Johnny Show.
Oh, no, but I have a Hua Chenyu song. Sometimes it feels like we're watching you.
Good morning, everyone. It's always a good start when I'm in charge of the buttons.
God. And you're the better one of the two of us.
I really feel one day I'm going to put Johnny in charge, and we'll just sit here for an hour to see if he can figure it out. Just so the show feels smoother when I return. You know, it's one of those balance things.
Spoiler alert, I won't figure it out. But yeah, relatively, you are amazing.
Well, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Elena, Latte Lover, Susan, and Chris, and Jennifer, and Vahandra is here. I think I'm saying your name. Is your J with an H sound? Vahandra? I feel like... Right?
Yeah, probably.
She is from Germany, our latest Diamond Thronely member. We're so glad you're in the chat, and we can't wait to meet you at some point in our special Zoom meetings. Let's see. Jennifer and K-I-K-T.
Does that make me Hani?
Hello, Martians. What'd you say?
Does that make me Hani? That would be a cool
Hani. Good morning, Hani. Hello, Martians. Oh, we have to practice our heart. Have you gotten yours yet? The Martian heart? No. Wrong show.
Scouts honor.
Yeah,
what's
something.
Scouts honor? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. I don't know either. Okay.
Oh, we're so excited for today. No, it's Jay, as in Johnny, she says. So, Vijandra.
Oh.
Okay.
Vijandra. Oh, cool.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'm still Johnny.
I'm
still Johnny.
I kind of like Hani now, so we might go with that. So this morning we have a trilogy from a live show from the fantastic Hua. We have I Really Want to Love This World, Madhouse, we've heard about that song in particular many, many times, and Conversation with the Children of Mars. I believe this is all from the same concert, and we do have English subtitles. We'll be able to see. The rest of it will be faded just to try to avoid some copyright issues. And I can't wait to get started. So, Johnny.
Yes, please hit like and subscribe and ring the bell so you know what we are up to at all times, because what else is there in the world but what we're doing?
Absolutely nothing. Although the Olympics have been pretty good. Have you watched any of those?
I have. Yeah,
yes.
No, they're always good. I love the Olympics. It's just
I'm a sucker
pure.
for the underdog. I naturally root for, home team, United States, because you don't know the people, so it's kind of like, collectively it's like, oh yeah, I want the U.S. to win. But you can't deny a great athlete. I don't care where they're from, and just the underdog stories and everything are just, they're so fun.
Yeah, it's I don't really watch TV too much anymore. I used to love TV back when I was growing up, like the shows in the 80s and 90s. I don't watch it so much anymore. I feel like there's a lot of garbage on, but the Olympics is just like, it's just pure, it's real drama as opposed to contrived drama.
Yes.
I like it. It's just great. It's just the best of the best in the country, and everybody, I don't know, doing their best.
And that's what we love about Hua Chenyu. I mean, weird segue, but it's like, it's skill sets. It's years and years of dedication and artistry and everything else, and just like, vocal athletes are our gig here. But also, please be sure to click the link below if you would be so kind to buy us a coffee, help support our page. You can even become a silver, gold, or diamond Thronely member like Vijandra. And you can also check out Throga.com to learn more about the 7 dimensions of singing with our online vocal courses.
When you think about it, we are watching the Olympics of artists. Really, musical artists, music Olympics.
Except we're the winners because we get to watch and listen to them.
Yes, exactly.
All right, here we go. First of three.
昨天我说的那个歌叫有3部曲，写的与火星的孩子对话，其实是3部曲里面的第3首。昨天的那首《疯人院》是。
So sorry, Quo, if I'm saying your name right, you're saying that we should be good without. Several of you are saying that we should be good without having to fade the video. We'll give it a shot. If you can't find this after the live stream, be sure to check out our Patreon page, where it will be after the fact. Let's give it a
We've
whirl.
had some pretty bad luck. I don't know. Okay.
We're going to trust you.
3部曲的第
Roll the
2
dice.
首。那第一首呢，其实3部曲的第一首其实是在说一个抗抑郁症的一个事情。而且这版词其实是裴玉写的，然后他其实挺不容易的。我们为了抠这个词，总共逼他写了3版，不是修改哦，而是完完全全重新写了3版词。对，因为为了要写出我想要的那个真正抗抑郁症的一个感觉。可能等一下你们听到之后会觉得，哎，这个词里面会有一些你们觉得很奇怪的地方，就是可能它那个画面会让你很难理解，或者说是觉得哎怎么会是这样的一个就是很简单但是又有点抽象的一个词。其实我身边也有人当时看这个词觉得很奇怪，然后觉得好像那些画面感是不符合常理的。但是我后来还是坚持要用这版词，是因为我觉得如果一个人有抑郁症，他其实抑郁症患者最害怕的就是身边的朋友都觉得他还挺正常的，觉得他好像哎你没什么事啊，但其实那一刻，当他一个人在自己的房间里的时候，他其实非常的痛苦。所以，我们不应该总是会去忽略掉他们平时的一个在我们生活当中的一个存在，然后我们需要去多关心一下他们，然后所以
Beautiful sentiment.
接下来这首歌，
I love how quiet these audiences are for
我希望
these parts.
It's amazing.
你们可以
So respectful.
安安静静的来聆听。这首歌叫做《好想爱这个世界啊》。
抱着沙发，睡眼昏花，凌乱头发，却渴望像电影主角一样潇洒。屋檐脚下排着路亚，密密麻麻，被压抑的情绪不知如何表达。无论我在这里，在哪里。仿佛失魂的虫鸣，却明白此刻应该做些努力。无论我在这里，在哪里，不能弥补的过去，每当想起，想过离开，以这种方式存在，是因为那些旁白，那些自带，那些伤害。不想离开，当你说还有你在，忽然我开始莫名期待。
Just a quick comment on here. I mean, I love where he's going lyrically, and these are translated to English. So I mean, and I'm following it. So whoever did the actual translations, we're on Hua Chenyu for World here. they did a great job still painting a picture, that's there. Assuming it's reflective of the original, because obviously he's very picky with his art, and he should be. I'm not surprised either, because that's just his character. I mean, he is able to truly deliver what he conceptualizes lyrically, musically, and everything else. The reason why I wanted to pause it is just musically what's happening. I love that I never know what is coming. Right now, he's got this cool guitar part. It's I think the chords that is just rotating simply, but it's also, would you call it arpeggiated? I mean, there's something fancy going on too.
Yeah, there's two guitar parts, and they're kind of like both sort of noodling a little bit, doing stuff like that. I don't know exactly what the part is, but there's kind of two parts doing that. So they sort of sound conflicting, but they go very well together. I don't know, maybe
it's almost like
maybe
birds.
It's representative.
I don't know. To me, I'm imaging, it's just like birds kind of like flying, like, freely rotating. There's a lightness musically taking place against the scene he's painting lyrically, which I just found captivating.
Yeah, I always like how patient he is with his arrangements. There's not the need to like, oh, the audience is going to get bored. We gotta get the drums going. We gotta like make it more interesting. Like right off the bat, not interesting, but more. There's got to be more going on.
Yeah.
So I just like how he stays true to that.
Always. Let's keep going here.
Yeah. So it's like.
Then introducing the drums. Yeah.
There's the drum part. Yeah.
The scars, leave them to the memories. And there's so many cool moments here. Just realized I'm not subscribed to this page. Well, Throga is now.
Yes.
And just his lift, his chest voice, just like, again, that's patience. Right? He's just like setting a scene. He's not worried about, like you said, having to grab your attention. It's like it all comes in just due time.
Which can be so... in this sort of ADD society we live in, where the attention span is like, oh, I just want... yeah, but no, it's just like, it's like we have something at our fingertips all the time, and it's like, oh, if in the first 5 seconds, if you're not capturing the audience, you're like, oh, am I doing it right? And he just doesn't necessarily care about that, which is really nice.
Right.
It's a really welcome change.
Absolutely.
仿佛失魂的虫鸣，却明白此刻应该做些努力。无论我在这里，在哪里，不能弥补的过去，每当想起，想过离开，以这种方式存在，是因为那些旁白，那些自带，那些伤害。 不想离开，当你说还有你在，忽然我开始莫名期待。星星下放着电话，无人拨打，是习惯孤独的我该。
crescendo there.
脚丫把手推下才算赢家，我无声的反抗，何时能展示爱？无论我在这里，在哪里，仿佛失魂的虫鸣，却明白此刻应该做些努力。无论我在这里，在哪里，不能弥补的过去，每当想起我，想过离开，以这种方式存在，是因为那些旁白，那些子弹，那些伤害。不想离开，也许尝试过被爱，会开始仰望未来。伤疤就留给回忆吧。别怕，才得到更好啊！别怕。
Love it.
想过离开，当阳光带给阴霾，没想到你会拼命为我拨开。
Oh.
曾想过离开，那些伤害，不想离开。当你说向我散开，这世界突然苍白，色彩。抱着沙发，睡眼昏花。
Brings it back to the first part.
夕阳西下，接通电话，是你呀。
Oh. I love his willingness
great.
to be so vulnerable on stage. I mean, talk about a genuine artist, and this is one of the things we love the most on this channel that we talk about. It's not perfect in terms of a synthesized sense, right? So it's like the piano and the keyboard, the musicians are like perfectly in tune and everything else and supporting. There's an organic overtones because it's a real band and everything, which is a great foundation for Hua Chenyu to sing off of. But all these little imperfections, not because he's not skilled, but because he allows his unconscious, his heart, he just wears on his sleeve. And so he makes things just a little flat, a little sharp. He fights for things that just makes you feel it so much more than if it was just like on the line. And it's never too far off where I'm like, oh, that was off. Like, I mean, it's never that. It's just his heart is just so forward in his singing. I love it.
And it's really an art that's been lost over the past, I don't know, definitely 10 years, but probably closer to 20 years when like auto-tune and stuff really started to come to the forefront and became really like the standard for what people use. Because I think you miss a great opportunity with the imperfections to,
Yes.
you know, when everything's just perfect, it's just like, you know, it's sterile. And I think Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters said it best when he listens to things that are so perfect. It makes him tired. Like when he listens, he's physically tired, and I can totally relate to that. It's like it sort of drains me as opposed to, you know, the raw performance, which I'm just engaged and I'm going with them on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the mechanism for that, but you know, I definitely feel that. I love how you just can never pin him down, and I would say this out of you know other performances that we've seen in other songs that he's written is probably the more quote unquote normal. You know, there's not like crazy arrangement.
The framework of it, sure.
there's not just like all this crazy stuff going on, and he's not doing any voices, like weird voices or anything, or not weird, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, extreme,
like exaggerated extreme voices. Like this is sort of just sort of like a subdued performance with him, which adds to the mystery of who he is, because it's just
right.
You never know what you're going to get, and he's serving the message of the song, which
that's exactly what I was going to say. Yep, words right out of my mouth. That is perfect. Okay, so we're moving on to Madhouse, arguably the most requested song we have from Hua Chenyu right now. So I'm eagerly looking forward to this one. So let's hit play.
Let's do it.
疯人院。
Oh, let me hit closed captions. This is the same concert, right, guys? 2019 Mars concert. So is it just an outfit change that it's like he's adapting to the song? I'm just curious because obviously it's a totally different outfit. So.
I like that.
I do too. Sherlyn says she gets peed off when Reactor's saying that he uses autotune. I know we've only heard so much of Hua Chenyu, but there is definitely no autotune. Autotune leaves like artifacts that digital artifacts, it's called, that makes it identifiable. And for vocal producers like Johnny and myself that always hear the raw track against it when we're working with the singer, we're really keyed into being able to recognize it. There is no autotune. We have never heard that on Hua Chenyu at any level. He's absolutely genuine, just for the record. Yeah, I like that too.
Something like that, yeah. Beautiful.
It's a 3-day concert.
Into reggae. So, as I was saying, always unpredictable. In fact, the only thing that is predictable about him is that he is unpredictable.
Is his unpredictability. Yeah, absolutely.
He starts out with this medieval little ditty in the beginning, and I was like, oh, he's got the costume to represent that. That's cool.
Next,
reggae. First reggae song we've heard out of him.
But still,
he does very well.
But still, seemingly, he's got such a gift to make very jarring transitions smooth. I don't know how else to say that, because he's got these ideas and these layers and these styles that don't belong in the same song. Somehow it works. It's just, he takes you there.
Yeah, no, I never complain about these ships. It's just, I mean, he takes you on a journey. And a question for those of you out there: is he really actually from Mars? Because I'm starting to believe that he might be.
There might be a legit. Oh my goodness! By the way,
different.
Martians. Thank you so much for your coffees, Johnny. I saw a couple come in. I don't know if you can mention them real quick. I'm gonna back this up.
Yes, thanks to Maria, thanks to Sherlyn, and thanks to Chris, our resident troublemaker.
Very, very
Chris.
much.
Just kidding. She's actually very sweet.
Love that. Oh, great lyric. Transition's great. Great vibrato tail in there.
在逃离疯狂后，从开始到永久。
It's great to see him play the piano too, on top of everything else. 'Cause we haven't seen him play piano before, have we?
Yeah, we have.
Maybe we have.
Yeah,
I can't remember
yeah.
which.
Some
which
of the
song it
earlier
was.
stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Oh, yeah,
always a
on the
cool
competition
element,
show. Yes. What's interesting to me is some of these lyrics, like "Escape the prison of the soul." I'm going the wrong way. I know. Calmly drowning, very meticulously playing. Melancholic clown. That's a great line. Enjoying a fleeting moment of freedom. So these lyrics are. There's a darkness that's built into it. But the reggae always has like this, because it has an uplifting, it's almost like a counterintuitive bounce.
Your favorite thing?
It's not my favorite thing. I am not a reggae fan in general. He keeps me engaged. Or a what?
Or a happy music fan. He's a very happy person, but happy music, not so much. I guess you need the dark music to balance you out.
I do. So I just found that, it was an interesting dichotomy with the feeling of that uplift bounce against those lyrics, and I never would have thought of having that off. It's not an offbeat. What is it? It's you're accenting the accents on the 2 and 4, right?
Yeah, it's offbeats like.
Yeah.
But it's also like the way that the kick drum is playing too.
But that intro that he has with the piano worked on top of that, because they layered that later in the song, which I thought was I just didn't see that coming. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, same chord progression that he used in the beginning and the outro and the rest of the song, but you would never know it. You would never know it because the beat just totally changed the vibe. It's awesome. And I must say, real quick before we go, just seeing him in that flowing pirate shirt, because you used to wear pirate shirts.
Once upon a time.
Just
on stage. It wasn't my grocery store look.
But there is an aspect of him that reminds me of you back then, particularly, but just in the sense of
the fearlessness.
When we first started working together, you had your vision and you went for it. And maybe I didn't agree with all the choices back then, like as far as like my taste in music, but I respected it, and I always was endeared to the fact that you were set on your vision, and you went for it, and you kind of had that.
I'd go to Johnny like, Johnny, I got this idea for a song, but it's sung by a vampire, so I have to write a language in order to support the lyrics of this vampire called Trilogy was the name of the language, and I wrote a 200 word vocabulary to support the meaning of the lyric for a song that no one cared about. And you applauded me.
I did. And you guys aren't going to believe this, but I was never into vampire music, believe it or not. But I went along with it. And no, I always respected that, because I'm sort of by nature like a rule follower. I've tried to break out of that over the years, and I've gotten better. But it's just like, do the right thing, and you're just like, no, I'm going to do my thing, and I loved it.
And yet somehow on this channel, you're the naughty one. I don't know how that happened.
Yes.
All right, moving on to song number 3, Conversations with Children of Mars.
Can you wear a pirate shirt on one of the shows? Do you still own?
I definitely don't own. I might back up in New York. I might have a closet full of old stuff. I have some videos of me performing Les Mis in a pirate shirt. Maybe we can go there one day.
It just reminds me of Seinfeld too. I don't want to be a pirate.
By the way, his reference using Don Quixote in his first verse in the last song, I thought was super cool. That's one of my dad's heroes, so I'm very familiar with that story and the meaning and everything else. His ability to borrow from another story just by mentioning a name, interweaving, or I think he had a lyricist for that. But obviously he's guiding all of those references. I just thought it was super cool. But anyway.
Seinfeld puppy shirt. Yeah, it's great.
我呢，其实在，我在刚入行的时候，写的第一首歌叫做《Why Nobody Fights》。当时呢，其实 是我刚刚出道，然后我呢和我的歌迷之间的情感，是我通过我在比赛的时候，我们彼此之间建立的一个情感。然后，当时的我其实是一个比较，有一点点害羞，然后也有一点点不太适应这个行业，然后有一种迷迷糊糊的就进到了这个行业里来，对，然后，所以其实我觉得，我的歌迷是我留在这个行业的一个支撑我的一个动力。所以我的第一首歌，我就觉得我应该写一首属于我们彼此之间的一首歌。然后，但是你们也知道，就其实很多人在写歌的时候都是感谢自己的歌迷。那其实我有想过是要写一个什么样子的，但是其实我觉得，如果仅仅只是你们一直在听我唱歌，我写一首感谢歌迷的歌，它有点不太像，就是不太像我的性格。然后我就觉得，是不是可以把你们都写到歌里面，让你们一起来唱？这样的话会有一种，让你们会觉得我们是一个共同的一体的这样的存在。所以我写了 Why Nobody Fights.
Just a quick comment on that. Even if the song isn't written for the fans, if it's not like this, obviously has a very intentional meaning. When you're performing, when the audience sings with you, it's like a literal vibration energy that you feel. It's not just, they like the song. There is a musical connection that takes place, whether it's a call and response or singing along with the lyric. It's a really powerful thing that goes both ways. It's fascinating.
Well, I mean, if you want to get metaphysical, I mean, if it's all vibration, and then music, they call that the language of God. It's got this, transcendent quality that, I mean, that's why we're all here.
Yeah.
Because we're all drawn to that, and then we all want to be connected.
And
I just want to point out,
go
real
ahead.
quick, just when he talks in between songs, and there's a couple other artists, mainly like Eastern artists. I think it's more of a cultural thing. The earnestness in when they talk to the audience, it's like it's not like a performance talk, when it's like it's still part of the performance where it's like, they're kind of like talking at a different pitch and it's like a little bit faster, and it's almost like
rehearsed
a little bit.
Yeah.
This is, it's so just down. It's like he's just having a conversation in a room with a couple people or a good friend, and he's talking to hundreds and thousands of people. And it's always just this very deep thing. It's just not contrived, and I love that. And I love how and how the audience, like I said in the beginning, how they're so receptive to it, so respectful, so quiet that they allow this. And I think it's great.
I agree completely. Yeah, we've seen that with several artists, with Hua Chenyu, we've seen it with Tamash, we've seen it with BTS boys. There's a sense of patience and appreciation, interaction with their audience. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and like everything.
Not to say we haven't seen it with others too, obviously, but just off top of my head.
In the West, I feel like everything is rushed. It's like, let's get on to the next thing. Let's get on to the next thing. It's just like faster the better. And I like that they're taking their time with it a little bit.
Agreed.
Yes.
一体的这样的存在，所以我写了 Why Nobody Fights。后来过了5年，然后到了我说今年是个新世界，那我也在想，我是不是应该为新世界写一首新的我们的歌？然后
Oh, that's it right there. Okay, right. Not this.
所以我今年写的这首歌会跟 Why Nobody Fights 不一样的是，我会根据我们彼此已经相互守护了5年，然后我们的情感并不仅停留在我比快男时期的样子， 这5年来我们经历了很多，就是你们经历了很多，我也经历了很多，然后但是我们彼此还都在，甚至是我们从一个很小的一个场馆一直开到了鸟巢，所以我觉得这是一个相互守护的一个状态，所以我觉得这几年来，我想把我新世界的自己写给大家，然后我想开始跟大家分享我的喜怒哀乐，对。所以这首歌叫《与火星的孩子对话》，它不仅仅这个火星的孩子，其实并不完全是指我，它其实是指每一个在火星的孩子。对，也可以说是我在与你们对话，也可以是你们在与我对话。那今天我要来唱这首歌，我们一起来完成这个作品。
Hi, Joy. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Joy.
Oh, I love this.
Look at that piano too. That's crazy.
It's wild. So cool.
看着自信，却还有些退缩和逃避。那些退缩，那些逃避，请你别在意。我看着努力，却还有些拒绝和懒惰。看着坚强，却还有些脆弱和疑惑。那些感受慢慢被阻碍，我摸不到那痛。
I hate pausing this, but I have a question. Maybe I missed it in his explanation and what you guys say in the chat. So the audience just got the lyrics ahead of time, but they have the melody too. Like they must, right? Because their phrasing and everything is fantastic. They know the melody. So I was just confused because I thought they only had the lyric, but if they're creating the melody in response collectively, that would be surreal. I was just curious what kind of guide he puts out there.
Latte lovers comment. It amazes me how well the audience sings together. I can't get 6 people to sing Happy Birthday in tune. I don't think anybody has.
No, that doesn't happen
I've been
anywhere.
a part of a single in tune Happy Birthday. So this is
okay.
Amazing.
So Love from Mars is clarifying, and the melody. I kept seeing you guys say that they have the lyrics. I'm like, but what about the melody? How do you guys know what to do? All right, that makes way more sense.
Yeah,
so you created
awesome.
the video and then learned it from there. Okay, all right. I was a little behind there. So delicate.
看着勇敢，却还有些害怕和怯懦。那些光芒渐渐被掩盖。我在不投下一幕。每当我还相信好的结局，有个声音在说，可笑的是我。每当我还愿意伸手靠近，有坏阴影揣着我。别再拽着我想再次用力切磋。虽然不说，至少有你在这陪着我。沉默，因为有你选择理解我。你就是你最好的礼，没人能代替。那些美好终于被请来，我等到了这礼物。有时难过，却还有些快乐和骄傲。那些快乐，那些骄傲，全都属于你。我有时孤独，却还有些抚慰和感动。
Ah, goosebumps. That was cool.
我会一直为你祝福。晚安，明天见。
Oh my goodness. So was that just a major to minor scenario, like that chord change that he did?
No, he changed modes. So it's so I mean the song was in D. So everything is in D. But yeah, he just went to a C chord, which is out of the scale, so it's not minor. I don't know what mode that is actually offhand, but yeah, that's,
good. It's a Martian mode, is what it is. Yeah, I mean,
it's just a nice little thing at the end, just to change it up a little bit, but it's not too jarring. But it's just interesting enough to, just to keep you interested. Yeah.
What an artist!
Yeah, and on that topic, I was going to say, it's so easy to get lost in his artistry, because we talk about that all the time. It's just like his writing, his the subjects that he sings about, his style on stage, which is just he's ever evolving and he's so true to himself. It's easy to overlook how great of a singer he is.
I'm so glad you said that. I even wanted to go back and play some of these chest voice, head voice, the consistency of tone that he has. It is easy to overlook. It's almost like the art is more powerful than the skill set. I guess that's what good skilled artists do, right? I mean, just like a painter, it's like you forget the technique that person has to have to just wow you with the visual presentation, and he does it with his voice.
It's the presentation that he's cultivated, which is so impressive and amazing and inspiring, that sometimes you forget the individual elements and the skills that make up all of that.
Yes. And his piano playing is great. Everything's just dynamic and it just well executed. Let's see if I can find this one part here. So chest voice, vulnerable, airy. That's... it's his folds thin. It's just the little things like that could go terribly sideways because there's a balance of just a subtle amount of air pressure. The folds have to be the right tension, and he's playing piano and he's entertaining. It's just juggling all these little delicate moments just beautifully.
And there's just this grounded presence too, where again it's just there's nothing is rushed. Everything about the way he talks, the way he sings, the way he performs, it's all it's just not rushed. It's like all in the moment, and everybody gets and when you're around somebody like that, it's hard not to get sucked into that. And it's like because we all want to be there too. So it's like
I know.
that's why we love these people. That's why we love these great artists. That's why we love people that have reached some kind of wisdom too, because we all have that inside of us. And when somebody's like gotten to that point where they've allowed that in themselves, we're like, ooh, that's how do I get there? And it's shared, and it's it's.
And the energy in that space, that stadium, especially the third song, the conversation, literally going back and forth. I mean, I don't think I'd even be able to sing along with him, even if I knew the part, because I would just be like just absorbing the energy around me of everybody singing in that conversation. I think I would just bask in that quite honestly. It was just such a beautiful moment. Thank you real quick to we just had a super chat come in. Thank you so much.
We had a
Rosa,
couple coffees too.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and for the coffees, thank you to William and Latte Lover. You guys are awesome.
Yes, thank you very much. Someone mentioned, let's see if I can scroll back real quick. PYY said that there's a new Sunrise concert special that has some different Chinese folk instruments. We love hearing something like that. So we may circle back to that. I think that's a cool idea. And the other songs you guys have suggested, if you could please leave this in the comments, not the chat, but the comments after this live stream is done, because that's where it's easier for us to go through and find things. Some other suggestions have been, where are they? I have them somewhere. That's not a song.
That sounds like... There's
a place for us.
Love that song. Ship of Theseus, Sacred Tree, Feeling Good. There's a classical symphony of some kind. We are going to do a reaction Wednesday for Hua, so it'll be a 90-minute thing, maybe with some live requests as well, but I want to try to get at least one more in there beforehand. So let us know what we should be focused on next, and then we'll look at that reaction Wednesday coming up. Should be at the end of next month. So thank you everyone for joining us today. This was awesome. Thank you for the recommendation.
Pleasure.
And we hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing life is what we want you to have. We love you all. Bye, Martians. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Bye, everyone.